Ladies and gentlemen, babies and elephant, welcome to another new video. My name is Bosley, and today I want to share with you guys this build. It's called Spectre Guardian. So mainly today we are focusing on this build because it's one, tanky. Number two, it has a really good clear speed and a very decent DPS. If you're looking for a build that's quite tanky, you won't die so easily, and you're kind of lazy, this is quite the build for you. So let's just jump straight into it, shall we? Now, the first thing I want to go through first is I want to go through the gear first. So what gears are we actually focusing on? Actually, the gears that we are choosing, we don't need much of unique gears in our gear set. The only thing we need to focus on is getting Memory Vault, because this one gives us a shit ton of armor, which is really good. So we have a lot of armor and we are really tanky, and a lot of energy shield. And it's built based on Chaos Inoculation. I will explain that later on when I explain the skill tree, and just go through this gear choices first. So the first thing we want to get is the Convoking one. So this one, because you can roll minion modifiers. So mainly from this one, what you want to get minion attack speed, if you can get minion damage, and you want to get, if you can, a +1 level to all spell skill gems. So why we do this? Because this will +1 level to all our spell skill gems, which is Spectres. Ray Spectre is actually a spell gem. Minion gems are spell gems. So it'll +1 to all the spell gems that you have equipped, which is really cool. If you don't have that, it's fine. You still can play with it, but it'll be best if you can have it. And also, you want to have the enchant that gives you trigger a socketed spell when you cast a skill. It's not really an enchant, it's a craft from your crafting bench. If you don't have it, ask your friends or whoever that has it, help you craft it on the wand. So mainly, you want to have the trigger socketed spell when you use a skill on the wand, and also attack speed, if you can, damage, and also if you can, spell skill gems. The helmet, we are going to have Memory Vault because reason number one, we get a lot of energy shield out of the helmet. Number two, we get a lot of mana of the helmet, mana regen, some fire resist, and also increase the mana reserve. Why do we want the mana reserve to be increased more? Because the more mana we reserve based on Guardian Ascendancy, the more mana we reserve, the more armor we will gain. And this one will gain additional armor equal to the reserve mana. Okay? And that's what we want. If you can get an enchant for Spectre's damage, otherwise it's fine. Okay? So the amulet, you want to get strength and intelligence. You want to get an Agate amulet. And what you want to try to get is +1 level to all intelligence skill gems. So most of our skill gems here are all intelligence skill gems. So this will be very helpful. If you don't have it, it's fine. Just get energy shield, flat energy shield, or resistances as you need. Okay. The shield, you want to get Bitter Point Titanium Spirit Shield, wholly because this one gives 100% more life to your minion, for your Spectres. So your Spectres has double the life. And you have a chance that you will gain Arcane Surge. So Arcane Surge basically is the aura that gives you more spell damage. Because what we are using here, we are focusing on the Spectres who are ranged spell Spectres. So they are ranged and you're the one tanking in front. So when you gain Arcane Surge, there's a chance that your Spectres will gain Arcane Surge when you do. And also we'll give more crit chance to spells for your Spectres as well. Per Ray Spectre. This is what you want to really get. For the gloves, we want to go for any silk gloves because of the energy shield. Same thing, flat energy shield, increased energy shield, and everything else that you need. Intelligence or resist, you know. But the main stats that we are focusing on, we are stacking intelligence. So more intelligence means more mana. More mana means more that we can reserve, and the more we reserve, the more armor we get. So it's a chain reaction. So same thing, fingerless silk gloves, just fill in whatever you need. Mainly just focus on getting energy shield and resist. Crystal belt, this one, same thing, energy shield and resist, and armor if you can, and energy shield. Mana, everything revolves around intelligence, mana, energy shield, and resist. Okay, same thing goes for the boots. Now the boots, you can get something very unique. Try to get one that has +1 level to all Ray Spectre gems. So this one gives +1 level to all your Spectre gems. It will give increase more damage for your DPS. And just on top of that, you can have more intelligence and more move speed if you want. And again, energy shield, resist. And the rings, Just try to get as much intelligence as you can. Mana, resist, energy shield, same thing, yada yada yada, and intelligence, energy shield, elemental, resist, stuff like that. Okay, so it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. The gears, nothing too fancy. Mostly all rare gears. Are they cheap or not? Yes, they are not that expensive. I wouldn't say, costing mirrors and stuff. Really decent priced. Then I'll go through the flask right now. So the flask that we are using now is actually we're using move speed. We're having quicksilver, so we immunity to freeze, and granite flask for more armor, immune to bleeding, and also you want to try to get Rumi's concoction because this one gives you more armor again, and after that a chance to block attack and spell damage, more tanky, and basalt flask gives you more physical damage reduction, more tanky again. And try to get the mod for this one, increased armor during flask effect. This will be very helpful. And lastly will be Flask of Heat, which is dodge attacks and dodge spell hits. Basically all the flasks here is focusing on making you much more tankier, okay? I'm going to go through the Ascendancy right now. So why we pick Guardian? Because Guardian has, it's like, I would say one of the best ascendancies for minions, if you're playing minions, which will be 1 and Guardian will be 2. The reason why we pick Guardian, because Guardian gives me a shit ton of energy shield, and also I can fully utilize Chaos Inoculation. Now I'll go through the ascendancy skill first. Mainly we want to pick up is Radiant Faith, so this one gives you an energy shield equals to 10% of your reserve mana to your nearby allies. So the more mana you reserve, the more energy shield you give to your allies. We are not getting this armor, my mistake. We are not getting armor based on reserve life because we are not reserving our life, because we are playing Chaos Inoculation, because we want to totally nullify all the chaos damage that we're going to take. And then you want to take Time of Need. So this one reduce the effect of curses on you. So this one, the right reason why we picked this one, because 1, it reduced the effect of curses on you. Every 5 seconds, it will remove a curse, and every 5 seconds, it will regenerate 30% of life over 1 second. So it gives you a huge jump of regeneration, if you can see here. So this is my energy shield regeneration per second. So now it's 989. See how it jumps to 4002? So that's how it can jump up, and it can really boost up the regeneration again, which makes us a lot tankier. And lastly, you want to pick Radiant Crusade. So this one gives you all res, and also give if you have at least 5 nearby allies, you and your allies will gain Onslaught. Onslaught basically gets increased attack speed, cast speed, and move speed. And if there's at least 1 nearby ally, you and your nearby allies deal 10% more damage. So again, more damage for your minions. And lastly, Unwavering Crusade. So this one, your allies get increased damage, increased attack speed, increased area effect. Allies have a chance to, allies intimidate enemies for 4 seconds on hit, and unnerve enemies for 4 seconds on hit. So this is 100% guaranteed. So that's the Ascendancy that we picked. The Pantheons, we're going to go through the Pantheons now. The Pantheons, I'm going for Lunaris because 1 additional physical damage reduction per nearby enemy, up to 8%. And we want to pick, for the small Ascendant node, there's quite a few choices here. I actually really didn't choose this one, but you can actually choose for Relakash, because this one gives you physical damage reduction while you're moving, because you're moving around constantly, and avoid bleeding. You can pick this one, or you can always pick for, if you want more, you can take your goal as well, because this one you and your minions take 25% reduce reflected damage, and a 50% chance to reflect enemy chills and freezes to reflect back the chills back to them, which is cool. You can pick either one. So this is the Pantheons that you want to get. Bandits, this one, Bandits, I picked 2 passive skills because we need a lot of skill points in our skill tree. Okay, so we're going to go through a skill tree. Now, let's go through the whole idea of this build, okay, is based on Chaos Inoculation, so that we are totally nullified from Chaos damage. As you can see here, Chaos Inoculation, maximum life becomes 1, and immune to Chaos damage. So any kind of Chaos damage, desecrated grounds, poison, we will not be affected by it. And hence, we don't have to worry about, because our Chaos resist is 100%. Okay? For this build, you will cap all your res, and you have a huge amount of energy shield depending on your gear as well. So makes us really, really good in tanking. Okay? So Chaos Inoculation. So we're going to start off over here. First nodes that you want to pick off is Sanctity, because this one gives us armor and energy shield and regeneration. So all the life regeneration that we are gonna get, okay, although we only have 1 life, so that's why we gotta pick up a skill called Zealot's Oath. So this one, all the life regenerations apply to the energy shield instead of life, which is why it synchronizes with Chaos Inoculation. So you just pick up all the regenerations that you can pick, and then here you can pick up more mana. Yeah, more mana equals to more armor and more energy shield for your minions. And then after that, you can move upwards and then pick up Retribution. So this one gives you minion deals increased damage, and it gives you some strength, intelligence, and cast speed. And then pick up Sacrifice for your minions. Again, regeneration and more durability for them. And then go up here and pick up Insightfulness. So this one gives you energy shield, mana, and intelligence as well. And then pick up Enduring Bond, because this one 15% of skill effect duration, and minion deals 20% damage. A minion deals 20% increased damage if you use a minion skill recently, okay? And 15% minion duration, right? And then up here, you want to pick up Fearsome Force. This one gives you increased damage, increased area effect. And then pick up Zealous Oath as soon as you can if you're running Chaos Inoculation. Otherwise, you know, cannot pick it if you want. And then pick up Sovereignty, because this one gives you reduced mana reservation, because we are using quite a few auras here, because we are using as much auras as we can so that we can reserve as much mana as we can, so that we can gain as much armor as we can. And then pick up Righteous Army, because more life and more regeneration. And then Faith and Steel for more armor, more energy shield, more res. As you can see, mostly it's either minion or durability, like regeneration and energy shield. Minion, durability, energy shield, and resistances, stuff like that. And then move up Death Attunement, the next one you want to pick up, because this one gives you 1 extra Spectre. And then after that, you can pick up Deep Thoughts. This one gives us mana, intelligence. So one of the unique jewels that you want to pick up is Healthy Mind. So this one, basically, all the life increase and reductions in this area will be transformed into mana instead, at a 200% rate, so it doubles the rate. So this one, supposedly it was 10% life. So this one converted to 20% maximum mana instead, because double the amount. So you can not pick this one if you don't want to. It's up to you. Okay, then you don't pick up this node if you don't using this jewel. Okay, and then here, sorry. All right, and then afterwards, we can move down and then pick up Aligned Spirits, and then pick up Elemental Equilibrium. So what this does, right? So one of the main skills that we are using is Armageddon Brand. Okay, so Armageddon Brand is actually a flame skill. So how does Elemental Equilibrium works is, whenever the enemy gets hit from one element, it will get reduced resist on the other elements instead. So let's say you cast an Armageddon Brand on the enemy, which deals fire damage. Okay, the spectres that I'm using are slave drivers. I'll show you in a minute where to get them. So basically, they are lightning damaged minions. So when I cast Armageddon Brand on the enemy, the enemy took fire damage, therefore, it would take minus 50% resist on other elements, which is cold and lightning. That means your spectres will deal more damage once you cast the Armageddon Brand. So you'll be spamming a lot of the Armageddon Brand on your enemy, constantly. And then you want to pick up Foresight here to give you more energy shield. Move up here. Okay, one of the most important ones that you need to get is Unending Hunger. So this unique jewel, what does it do? When there's 40 intelligence nearby in this radius, okay, the raised spectres have a 50% chance to gain Soul Eater for 20 seconds. So what is Soul Eater? So Soul Eater is one of your spectres will turn really huge and has insane cast speed or attack speed for 20 seconds. That's what it does. Okay, so this one will greatly boost your DPS and also your in terms of clear speed. Okay, so you want to pick this up. This is not expensive. I think 50 to 60 chaos, something like that. And then after that, you want to move upwards and pick up Deep Wisdom, so more energy shield, more mana, and more intelligence. And Heart and Soul for more mana. Arcane Wheel for more mana. And gain extra 4% mana as energy shield, which gives us more energy shield again. And then here energy shield and energy shield recharge rate. And then afterward, you want to move upwards and then pick up utmost intellect. This one will boost our intelligence up. And then after that, you want to pick up a cluster jewel if you can. Pick up the cluster jewel slot, and then you only need one cluster jewel, which is a small one. 6% increase maximum energy shield, so that you can give you Will Shaper, and Will Shaper gains 5% maximum mana as energy shield. So we were actually pumping a lot of mana, right, and a lot of intelligence. So we have a lot of mana. So the more mana we have, the more intelligent, the more energy shield we will get. Vice versa, it works that way. And then you can pick up Chaos Inoculation to get everything else that you need. And if you need more mana reservation reduction, just pick up this node over here. So yeah, this is mainly the skills that you want to pick up for your skill tree. And lastly, you want to go through the skill gems. So the reason why we want to pick up trigger the socketed spell when you use the skill is because we put conductivity linked with flesh offering and desecrate. Okay, so conductivity, these spells will trigger whenever you use a spell. So when I cast Armageddon Brand, as I'm spamming here, as you can see, desecrate will be happening, flesh offering is happening, and conductivity is happening. So it's kind of like a 4 link instead of 1 link. So it's 4 of them linked whenever you cast a spell, which is really cool. So you don't even have to, it's like you just run around and right click. That's all you need to do, okay? Run around and right click, and then you will cast conductivity on them. It will cast conductivity basically minus the lightning resist, and flesh offering basically gives your minions more move speed and cast speed, and also desecrate in order for the flesh offering to happen, okay? Next, you want to pick up Animate Guardian if you can. If you can't, it's fine, okay? But Animate Guardian, if you can, they'll be really cool. It will boost your damage for all your minions. The items that you want to pick up for your Animate Guardian, I'm going to list it down below as well. KingMaker, because KingMaker gives all your minions Fortify and Culling Strike. You want to pick up, everything else will be mainly just giving him more life. Okay? Mainly is KingMaker. And you can pick up the mask, the helm, which is called Leer Mask. So Leer Mask is basically giving all your minions 15% more damage. And the armor and the boots and the gloves, just give them anything that gives them life. Okay? So that's the Animate Guardian. You can chuck in zombies as well. Sometimes I chuck them in, sometimes I don't. They don't really do much. They're just there to tank damage for you. If you do put in Animate Guardian and zombies in, you can actually put in Meat Shield so that they'll be tanking the damage for you. But since now we're going to be tanking so much damage anyway, as you can see here, look, in my armor, I have now 11,384 armor. So if I use all my Flask, it'll give me approximately about 27,000 armor, which is a lot, okay? Which will pretty much help you tank through most of the stuff in the game. So for the shield, Stone Golem, because Stone Golem actually gives us a lot of life regeneration, which means also a lot more regeneration on energy shield. Holy Relic, this one gives us again regeneration for our energy shield, and also it gives more regeneration for your minions, just so they don't die that much. Feeding Frenzy gives them, makes them more aggressive. And for the gloves, you want to pick up Convocation. So this one, Convocation, basically recalls back all your minions. As you can see here, okay, slave drivers, they are one little bugger that runs around all the time. So you want to always call them back. Otherwise, they'll be running around and making trouble, okay? Which is what we don't want, especially when we're fighting Cyrus. So Convocation brings them back and give them regeneration. Flame Dash for our mobility, okay? Armageddon Brand, which is the brand that we use, okay? So that we can trigger all the other skills. And I just use Portal because I'm too lazy and to buy more Portal Scrolls and just like having a Portal gem. Lastly, Discipline will be our auras, will be Discipline, gives us flat energy shield and recharge rate. Enlighten to reduce the mana reservation. We're using Wrath, so it gives our minions more lightning damage. And also Skitterbots will shock the enemy and chill the enemy. So these are the main things that we are using. And I'm just going to show you where we're going to get slave drivers. It's actually pretty simple. So slave drivers are actually in part 1, act 5. First you want to go to Overseer Towers, which is the base. Okay. Once you reach there, go to control blocks just over here. Okay. And then after that, you don't even have to go and find them. All you need to do is just desecrate. So before you summon your Spectres, okay, first off, take off, sorry, I forgot to mention about the skill gem. So the skill gem for the main skill gem link will be Raise Spectre linked with Empower, so it will give us much more Spectre levels. Control Destruction, give them more spell damage. Spell Echo, so their spells repeat, which makes them spam their spells. Minion damage, and lastly will be Elemental Focus, which is more elemental damage. Okay, so first off, you want to take off Spell Echo before you cast the Raise Spectre. Reason why is because, let's say when you cast Desecrate on the ground, there'll be a bunch of shit besides the Slave Driver. So you don't want to animate your Spectre, one of the Slave Driver and other crap as well. So you will, because it will repeat the spell. So take off Spell Echo and take off Spirit Offering, because otherwise all the corpse will be gone. So once you come here, as soon as you come into this control blocks, just right click spam your Armageddon brand, so you will spam the Desecrate, and then you see all the monsters will be on the ground. Just hold A and target until you see Slave Driver, and then click Raise Spectre. Then you will raise that Spectre for you, and then repeat until you can have however many that you can have, 4 or 5, or whatever the amount is. Okay, so that's about it. The overall build for this Raise Spectre Guardian build. I actually had a lot of fun playing this build because number one, I don't really have to worry about survivability. Most of the time I'm just tanking through a lot of stuff, a lot of damage, and just running around letting my Spectres kill everything. So that's pretty much it. There's actually a lot of choices of Spectres that you can actually choose from. The reason why I chose Slave Driver, because it gives one of the highest amount of DPS. You can actually pick Solar Guard if you like fire. Solar Guard, you can get it from Lunaris Concourse. Solar Guard is based on fire, so basically what you need to change is basically changing your Armageddon brand to Storm brand, which is lightning, and then after that getting Anger and getting you know, most of the fire things, fire buffs for your minion. So Solar Guard is one of the best. Slave Driver is one of the best. There are a few out there that I actually know of that I tried them out and they are not really good for me, especially. I tried the one from, you know, what the Barons influence maps. There's one of the minions called Baronite Thaumaturge or something like that. Basically, they cast that detonating lightning bomb, which actually bursts single target really huge, but only to stationary units. When they're running around, they don't really get hit. So it's very unreliable. I prefer this one, much more reliable for me itself. In terms of clear speed, in terms of single targets, it does a pretty good, decent job. Okay, so that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for taking your time and watching this video. Do stream daily on Twitch. My Twitch link will be down in the description below. If you like the video and you like more builds like this, please subscribe to my channel, give a like and thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. And also follow me on Twitch if you can, so we can hang out. If you have any questions, drop a question down below as well. I stream every day 9 p.m. GMT plus 8 Asian time on Twitch. Right? So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week. Best of luck in the PoE. I'll see you guys in the next video.